Live from Nen Park. This is Radio Diamonds.
Chairman, welcome Keith Cousins.
Thank you, Bruce.
Good to have you in here at Radio Diamonds. I'll begin just by throwing out a couple of questions. I was asking everybody this last night at the Fans Forum. Who would you prefer in the playoffs in the semifinals, Luton or Oxford?
Bruce, we're not concerned about that. We're not worried about either side. We're going to approach the playoffs in a very confident mood, and we'll take whoever puts in front of us.
It's all going to play itself out today, that's for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
What's been one of your highlights then for Diamonds this season? There's a lot to choose from.
There's quite a lot of highs. I think the general spirit and atmosphere around the club is something that I haven't witnessed since I've been here. It's the first occasion where I felt that there's a real buzz around the place.
Well, very good. Last night, another typical example, we had a full capacity in the Kimberley Suite for the Fans Forum, almost 200 people in attendance, and that was a nice evening out, wasn't it?
It was a very nice evening out, and it's so nice to attend one of those and have a lot of positive questions fired at you as opposed to negative.
Exactly. Well, generally speaking, would you say Diamonds are in good shape financially?
We're struggling along, but we're coping, and I think every football club at the moment is in the same boat. We're doing everything we can to keep our head above water. Sometimes it's difficult, but we're still here, and we're still punching our weight. And if we're fortunate enough to do well in the playoffs, all the added income and revenue will only go to help us.
And a couple of good cup runs next season would be good too, right?
Absolutely.
But you mentioned the football clubs here in the UK. I mean, there's teams like Portsmouth, Cardiff, Southend, and of course Chester City here in the conference. It's been a rough season for a lot of clubs, and I think we have a lot to be thankful for here at Rushden and Diamonds.
Yes, I think we do. We've got tremendous support. We've got some great sponsors who've stuck by us during very difficult times. And with the success of the club, that's enabled the crowds to grow, which has increased income. And you know, this is a very difficult time, not only in football but in all other businesses.
Now, earlier this season, there were 10 teams in the conference, including Diamonds, that made an appeal to the FA, right, about Chester trying to get the points given back to us, or if not, take away the penalties or something. How did that work itself out? I believe it was turned down, wasn't it? It
was turned down by the FA. We felt that we should be part of the appeal only because it wasn't about the points, and trust me, it wasn't about that. It was about doing the right thing for football interests, and we felt that Chester were given a bit of a difficult time, and we wanted to try and help them.
And then our neighbors up the A14, Kettering, they're in a bit of a mess too. And there was talk of this last night at the Fans Forum, something about a merger, or whether that's not going to happen, obviously.
No.
That's sharing ground or whatever.
A merger will never happen during my reign here. And as for ground sharing, that makes, as I said last evening, some economic sense, but you know, each matter will have to be considered on its merits, and any decision that will be made in the best interests of our club.
I think it'd be more likely that, say, Liverpool and Everton would share ground than Diamonds and Poppies, or whatever.
Quite possible.
Well, back to our team, Rushden Diamonds. You really have to be proud, though, of the fact that our team has been very competitive, really in every game this season.
Yes, I think, you know, if you look at the way the team has performed and you look at the results, we cannot do anything other than spring praise on the players and the management.
Exactly.
I think you know, the group as a whole have conducted themselves excellently, and on and off the pitch, and they deserve all the credit they're currently receiving.
Well, very good. How's your son coming along, Neil? He's had a tough season since the Brighton
He's had a tough season.
Injury.
He's had a tough season, but he's very positive, and he should be back playing by November.
Oh, that's great. Well, that's good news to hear. Any questions from the guys over there, Phil or Pete?
New kit, Mr. Cousins. New kit. What do you think of it?
I like it.
Are you required to say that because of your position at the club?
No, I'm required to answer the truth, and the truth is, it gives us something different. It inspires debate, and debate means people are talking about us. And that's what we want. We want people talking about us.
Has it been designed more as a like an official away kit, or as a sort of third kit, or is it going to officially replace the yellow jersey for next season?
It's officially replacing the yellow jersey for next season. It will be our away kit, and the yellow jersey will be our third kit.
Right, I see. Okay.
And on the kit front, we intend to inscribe, should we be successful, some sort of special wording on the shirts for should we be lucky enough to go to Wembley.
Okay, great.
And, of course, all are for sale now at the club shop.
Yeah.
And they're all for sale.
Have you had any time at all to think about the World Cup in June, Group C, England, USA, Algeria, and Slovenia? Who's going to advance from that group?
Well, I'm going, I'm pleased to say.
Oh, very nice.
I'd like to think England will succeed. I'm sure one of our players hopes his brother does very well.
Oh.
The club will be open. We're going to hold special events during the World Cup, and everyone is welcome.
Well, very good. All right, well, we'll let you get back to other duties that you have here. A very busy day here, but let's have a great day here at Ned Park for Diamonds against Luton.
And I'd like to thank everyone for all that they do during the course of the season, and very well done indeed.
Well, very good. Thank you, Keith.
Cheers.
Cheers. Number 5, Jamie Stuart. How you doing, Jamie?
Thank you.
Hard-fought game today. I guess a fair result, 1-1 draw.
Yeah, fair result. It was very hard out there and hot, very tiring for both teams. I think a fair result was, a draw's a fair result.
We saw some moves from Curtis today we hadn't seen all season. It seemed like he had a great game, didn't he, Curtis Asano?
That's what Curtis can do. He's such a powerful athlete, and when he gets the ball and drives and glides forward, he looks at his best, and he's done that quite a few times today.
And, of course, well done to you, Jamie. You had another fine match defensively, and are you happy with your play today?
Probably the first 15 minutes I weren't too happy because obviously I had to get going, but after that, overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Now, I must admit I was somewhat impressed by their number 10, Tom Craddock.
Yeah, I think he's a very good player. What he's got is that that little spark they have in the higher leagues, that movement off the ball, little runs where he pulls off the defenders, gets in behind you. He's very clever at that. Obviously, couple of chances he had, he could have finished better, but I think that was probably good defending by us. Us as a team, I thought second half we did get behind the ball when they had the ball. We defended well. They couldn't really break us down, and they got a little bit frustrated. But then again, we broke a few times on the counter, and we had some decent crosses and set plays and opportunities. So it was an equal game, I'd say.
Now, after the match, did either Justin or Michael start talking about the playoffs yet? That's the next step.
We just want to get today out of the way. Obviously, last game of the season. Thank all the fans for their great support. But now we start again. Recovery time. We're in tomorrow, having a light cool down, and our priority now is the playoffs. It's 2 cup finals for us.
Yeah, hi Jamie. Michael, I'd say as regards your centre-back partners this season, you've had a fair few. Have you got a particular favourite? I know you want to be diplomatic here, but I just mean like the various qualities of the different
Obviously,
players.
I've played with Simon Downer before, and we've got a good understanding. But then, for a majority of the season, Curtis Asano's been there and done really well with me. So, either of them, really.
You seem to settle in quite well with Shane Hugh today. I know it's the first time you've played in that position with him today. How do you think he did today?
I thought Shane done really well. He's played in a lot of positions, to be fair to him, and he's been thrown in at centre half, which I didn't know we could play there. Start of the game, first 10-15 minutes, there's a little bit of communication, lacking a bit of communication, but as it got going, it got better. That's to be expected.
The rest of it, I'd just say, well, thanks for being the club captain for such an amazing season. I know you only came last summer, but we Russian fans have had plenty of rubbish over the last 4 or 5 seasons. So thanks for being the captain and just being such
steadying the ship.
Yeah, for being such an inspirational person when we've had a lack of inspirational people over the last few seasons. So thanks for your efforts, and hopefully for the next 3 matches we'll have your fingers crossed as well.
Yeah, thank you. You'll see nothing different from me.
Indeed, we play Thursday evening, first leg here at home, and then the second leg at Oxford on Bank Holiday Monday. Any thoughts about those games? Just clear your mind out of the season and start fresh, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we've played them twice. They know what we're about. We know what they're about. I think it's whoever on the night over the 2 legs is at it the best, and we're going to prepare the best we can, and we'll give ourselves every chance, and we're looking forward to it and confident.